Hi folks, it's me Michaela and welcome back to my channel. I am here for yet another I'm about to go to work and I am running late, but I want to start a new reading vlog intro. So here we are. I need to start a new book and I was thinking, oh my god, what should I read? And I was like, oh my god, I already know because it is going to be this lovely new book on my shelf right here, Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the third book in her Maple Hills series, and it is the book about Henry. I've been waiting for this to release. Honestly, I got this in the mail like 2 weeks ago, and I don't know how because I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to be released until tomorrow. But I'm not going to complain about it. If Indigo wants to send it to me 2 weeks in advance, go for it. I just couldn't read it then because I was on vacation and was not expecting to receive a book. But I will be reading it now. So I'm going to be starting this at work today. I'm very excited. If you don't know, this is from the same series as Icebreaker. It is a hockey college romance series. I think it's all based around like the hockey players on one team. I really like it. It was fun to read Icebreaker and I liked Wildfire actually even more than Icebreaker. I'm hoping that I'm going to like this even more. I felt like with Icebreaker, my biggest issue was that it felt a bit long and it could have been edited more. And then I felt like Wildfire had better pacing that way. So I'm hoping that like Hannah Grace's writing just keeps improving and getting better and I like them even more, but we'll see what my thoughts are. Yeah, we'll see what my thoughts are. Quick little update time for the reading vlog. I'm now like 160 pages into Daydream, so a little over a quarter of the way through. I guess maybe about a third. That's a bit over a quarter, not quite half. And I'm liking it so far. I'm not really like loving it. I just like don't really feel the chemistry and the spark necessarily between Henry and Hallie. It's kind of just like happening. It feels very like it's going to be friends to lovers with fake dating involved, and I'm not against that. I like both of the characters. It's cute and it's like a fun little read. I'm just not like feeling it, you know? I don't think it's going to be like a 5-star read, which is disappointing because I read Wildfire and that was like a 5-star read for me. I loved Wildfire and I was really looking forward to Henry's story, but it's just like not quite feeling like there's no oomph in it for me. It's just like cute and fun so far. And like obviously things can change. I'm not even halfway through the book. But like right now I feel like it's supposed to be this like slow burn. Oh my god, when are they going to get together because they're like fake dating? But like I am not, when will they kiss? I'm not like feeling that. I'm just like reading the book and I'm like, oh, this is a fun little time. So we'll see how things progress. Maybe like once things actually move out of this friend zoning area, friends who are dating but don't act like friends, but everybody's like, are you dating? They're like, no, we're just friends, but they like go on dates and hold hands. Maybe like once we're finally like into that, they're actually like romantically involved, like on purpose, maybe like I'll like things a bit more, but for the time being it's kind of just like I will say I am finding Hallie's everybody hates me, I have no friends anxiety like very relatable. Kind of cute, kind of fun for me. I'm like, oh my god, is it me in this book? So like it's a good time, not a great time kind of thing, you know? It's very like lighthearted feelings and not loving the book. So yeah, I have to get to work. Happy Friday to all of those who celebrate. And I will see you for the next update. Okay, bye! I'm back. I'm now a little shy of 300 pages into Daydream by Hannah Grace. What if we had to estimate like somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4 of the way done? And I don't know, guys, I'm just like not loving it. I'm also not liking it. I'm just not loving it. Like it's fun. I've been reading it pretty quickly and all of that. I just like I don't love it. I'm really not feeling like that spark chemistry connection between Hallie and Henry. And then as much as I love both of their characters, I'm not necessarily like loving their relationship that's developing. I don't know. It's weird because again, I'm also not liking it. It just feels very bland to me, I guess. It's like very meh. I don't know how to like put it. It just feels meh. So like I'm kind of feeling maybe like right now it might be like a 3.5 which is weird because I would still say, however, that this is better than Icebreaker. But I also was like giving higher ratings and being nicer in general when I was reading Icebreaker. So I feel like if I reread Icebreaker right now, I might give it like a 3 instead of a 4. I think I gave Icebreaker a 4. Anyway, this is feeling very like 3.5 energy to me. You know, like it's above average. It's good. It's fine. I'm having a nice time. I'm not having a bad time, but I'm not having a great time. You know, I'm not having a great time, which is sad because I wanted to love this book. And like I said, I love Henry. It's just that like I feel that Henry neurodivergent coded as a character. He doesn't get any diagnosis. Hannah Grace actually puts a little author's note at the beginning of this book about this, that he is supposed to be neurodivergent, but he never gets a diagnosis, so it never feels like fully addressed in the book. But at the same time, it feels like that is such the huge focus of it. And as much as I love that, like, he has such wonderful friendships and relationships, it feels too focused on. It feels like everything's about that, and it also makes it feel like unrealistic because like your friends aren't therapists, you know, like sometimes the dialogue in this feels too, I don't know, like a professional speak. It's not like, but it's not that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like realistic dialogue a lot of the times. And then it also, I don't know how to put this. I don't know. It's like there's something about it that just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. Am I just being mean? Specifically, like in the Henry Hallie thing. Hallie is very aware of Henry's needs and, you know, like his overstimulation and all of that. But then Henry doesn't seem as accommodating to Hallie. I don't know. Maybe like that will be addressed more because Hallie is very much like a people-pleasing kind of character. So maybe like that is still to be developed further. It's supposed to be this like fake dating becomes real dating, but then they never really feel like they're fake dating, which bothers me because it's like, why set up this concept of like a fake dating trope? It feels very much like that's being set up. They like make rules, but they like immediately do not follow the rules. Like, why are we here? Why make the rules? Why give me fake dating vibes when they're just like real dating, but not saying it? I don't like that. I don't know. I feel conflicted about it. I don't know how to talk about this. It's weird to like two characters so much, but then not really like them together that much. It's just meh. That's my whole comment for this entire part of the video. Meh. I spoke for like who knows how long, and really all I wanted to say is meh. I'm going to finish the book and I'll give you my final thoughts, and hopefully I can make whatever I was saying here into a coherent thought when I'm editing. Okay, see you when I'm done the book. Bye. I have finished reading the book and I didn't not like it. I'm just disappointed because this was one of my most anticipated reads for this year. I was so excited for this release and it just was like fine, and I'm like upset about that for myself. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. I know I was like debating giving it 3.5, but I think I was just doing that because I like the series, and if I'm just talking about this book itself, it's like a 3 for me. I felt like the conflict at the end really didn't feel like a conflict. So it didn't really feel like there was like that much of a resolution. So like when they're coming back together, I was just like, okay. Like, I didn't feel like they had to overcome anything to do that. I felt like they went into the situation and then came out of the situation the way they thought they would. I didn't really see it as a third act conflict. And then I also spoke to my best friend about this because in the last clip I filmed, wow, was I ever struggling to put words to my thoughts. But I talked to my best friend who is neurodivergent about my thoughts on the book, and she really helped me like put together what my thoughts and feelings were into words that make sense. And that is that it feels very performative. It does not feel natural and organic. And because of that, to me, I just like did not connect to this book past the surface level because I didn't really feel like it was working the way that the book thought it was working. but it just like, it didn't work for me and it felt very performative. And so I didn't really enjoy it as much as I was hoping to, which is disappointing. I still really like Hannah Grace and I'll still continue to read Hannah Grace's books. I feel like this one was edited pretty well. It didn't feel too long necessarily. I just wasn't loving everything that was happening. I will also say, like, I don't want to put any spoilers in this, but the paint, if you know, you know, but the paint? Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, sad's not right word. Sad is not the right word, because I'm not sad. Like, I like the book. It was 3 stars. It was fine. It's just like when you pick up a book expecting it to be a 5-star, oh my god, I love it. This is going to be my favorite book of the year because it was my most anticipated, this was my most anticipated release and I like just can't read it. Oh my god! You know, like when you're feeling like that about a book, then yeah, this outcome is a little sad. You know, like I like Henry, I like Hallie. It's just like together, I just found them fine. Like they didn't have a spark for me. It didn't feel like, you know, there was like huge feelings in the relationship. It felt very soft and gentle. And like that's fine. Honestly, in real life, I probably would prefer that love over like huge feelings, fights, giant moments kind of relationships in my real life. But in my fiction, I want a little something. I want to feel a little drama. Did not really feel the drama. So that's what that was. I also feel like the main conflict that happened was between Hallie and her family and not even Hallie and Henry. So like that was kind of like weird to me because I was like, what is this? This also did have a little bit of a case with a character where it's like because we're not rooting for them, they're the worst person to ever exist on the planet syndrome. This happens in Becca Mack's books that I've read, I found, where it's like if you're not supposed to like a person, they can't just be unlikable. They have to be like the literal scum of the earth. And I really just don't get that because you're reading a romance book, you're already rooting for the main characters. So as long as somebody is just like a regular human level of unlikable, we're gonna not like them, you know? Like, why do they always have to be absolutely atrocious? I don't get it. So those are my thoughts and feelings on the book. I actually kind of thought that I would read 2 books for this reading vlog when I started it. I was originally like, oh, I'll just read Daydream, and then halfway through I was like, maybe I'll read another book for my 24 and 2024 list, and like that just did not happen. For whatever reason, like getting back into my routine post vacation is taking me time. Like she is struggling. I am not back into my efficient lifestyle. It's been a transition. So I'm hoping this coming week I'll get back at it. I'll get back into my otherwise, you know, usual groove and read more books because like this one took me a while. Again, I think it's just because it was like meh, and I also like don't really feel super motivated to film when I'm reading meh books for vlogs because it's like there's not that much to say. Like it's easier when you hate a book to talk about how much you're hating it or how the problems you have with it are bothering you, or when you have a book you love, it's so easy to talk about how much you love it. But when you just have like an okay book, it's like, what am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to turn the camera on and just be like, meh. Like I already did that for like 9 minutes or something. I don't know why I went on that tangent. Really don't. But that's the video. This is the vlog. I read my most anticipated read of the year and it disappointed me and I'm sad about it. If you read Daydream, let me know your thoughts and your feels. For me, this was not as good as Wildfire, but like let me know your thoughts. Okay? Do that. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, give it a little thumbs up. If you happen to like me, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you. Just accidentally tried to beat up my piano. And with that, I hope you're having a wonderful day today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.